Hey everyone, welcome to Python Developer Series. Today we will learn about comparison operations, logical operations, and how to combine comparison and logical operations. So let's begin with comparison operations. Computers are faster and more precise than human at certain operations. In this lesson we will learn about a type of operation that makes machines evaluate different scenarios and make decisions. Comparison operations are key to the development of computer programs. The line of code below shows an example of a comparison operation. Is 5 less than 9? No. Yeah, yes. That is true. A comparison operation always results in either one of the two outcomes, yes or no. Is 50 greater than 100? No, that is false. 50 is less than 100. Both statements will instruct the computer to perform the comparison operation. Which one will also show the results of the operation as an output? This one. It will print false. Run the code to check the result of different comparison operations in Python. So, first one will be false. Second one will be true. Third one will be false. Choose the right comparison operator that will make code output a true value. So 70 is always greater than 30. Let's check it. Yeah, it will return true. What are the output of the statements? The first one will return false. Second one will return true. Electronic circuits inside computers use millions of tiny switches to store these true or false values. How many possible position do the switches have? It can have 2, on and off. Computers use binary code to represent information. By turning switches on and off, we change the information stored in a computer. What does binary mean in this context? That is 2 possibilities for the state of a switch, that is on and off. To simplify things, 2 numbers are used to represent the off or on state of a switch. These numbers are 0 and 1. Binary code is made up of zeros and ones, and the tiny switches allow computers to perform billions of tiny operations very fast. Complex modern tasks like video streaming or online banking transaction can be broken down into teeny simple calculations. Modern devices like digital telescopes and cameras store and process information using binary code. You are now ready to meet another data type. The Boolean is a data type that only has 2 possible values, true or false. Run the code to see the data type of the values. So it will return class bool. That means the data type of this are bool. That means Boolean. Comparison operations and Boolean values allow machine to make decisions. Select all the Boolean values. It's true and false. Let us look at a real-world example. A plant watering system uses a sensor to measure soil moisturizer. Let us start by creating a variable that stores the soil moisturizer. soil moisture research is equal to 80. When the soil moisture is less than 100 units, the system will automatically water the plant. The true value will trigger the action. Complete the code with the comparison operator that will make the code output the true value. You can use Boolean to trigger actions. After the plant has been watered, the reading from the soil moisture sensor will increase. What will the code output? It is false because 120 is greater than 100. The lesson takeaways. The Boolean data type has one of two possible values, true or false. A comparison operation will always result in a Boolean. Next, we are going to learn about logic operations. Modern computers can perform complex tasks very fast because this can be broken down into lots of tiny simple calculations. In this lesson, we will learn about another type of operation that computers can do faster than humans. Logical operations are needed for machines to evaluate complex scenarios. Logical operations use Boolean values. Do you remember what a Boolean is? A data type with two possible values, that is true or false. A logical operation takes several Boolean as input, produce only one Boolean as output. The AND operation results in a true value only when all the inputs are true at the same time. What is the result of this AND logical operation? It will be true. A logical operation combines Boolean inputs to produce a Boolean output. True and true, which is equal to true. Every other combination will be false. What's the result of the AND logical operation? It will be false. Complete the logical operation to produce false as the results. We can use false here, so it will give false as the result. The OR logical operation results in a true value if at least one of the input is true. What's the result of this OR logical operation? It will be true. Complete the logical operation to produce false as the result. It will be false. What's the result of this logical operation? It will be true. Complete the code to produce true as the result. OR. Complete the code to result in a true value. Logical operations need to be inserted in print instruction for the result to be outputted. So we can just run this code here. So first one will return false. The second one will return false. Third and fourth will return true. The result of a logical operation is always a Boolean. Both lines of code below will perform the logical operation. Which one will also show the results on the screen? This one will show the result on the screen. Complete the logical operation, so it results in a false value. So we can use AND here. It will give us false as the output. Complete the logical operation, so it results in a true value. We can use OR here. The lesson takeaways. Logical operations take multiple Boolean values as input. Logical operations produce a single Boolean value as output. And or are examples of logical operations. Next, we are going to learn about combining comparison and logical operations. In this lesson, we will mix comparison and logical operators to make even fast, more accurate programs. Match the value with its data type. Menu will be string, integer will be 15, float will be 10.5, boolean will be false. The result of a comparison operation is always a boolean. The code inside a smartwatch stores the user's heart rate into a variable. Choose a comparison operator that will make the code output a true value when the user's heart rate is higher than 75 beats per minute. You can store Boolean values in variables just like you do with other data types. The smartwatch can detect when the user is sleeping. Complete the code to store the Boolean into the variable. So we can store it as sleep equal to true. Here variable name is sleep and the variable value is true. You can store the result of a comparison operation as a variable. So we can write peak rate equal to heart rate greater than 160. What will the code output? So here heart rate is 165. Yeah, that is greater than 160. So it will return true. You can store the results of a logical operation in a variable. What will this code output? It will be false. The code inside a smart home stores the state of the lights in a variable. Complete the code. Light on which is equal to true. You can operate with values stored in a variable. What will this code output? It will be true. Python is a case-sensitive language. Both true and false starts with an uppercase letter. Both and or operations are lowercase in Python. Fix the errors here. So you can change this or and into small letters. And true will be, first letter will be capital. And false first letter will be F capital. So we can run it again. Yeah, errors are fixed now. The smart home stores the temperature in degrees Celsius in a variable. The temperature control system turns on the air conditioning when the temperature is greater than 30 degrees Celsius. What will this code output? It will be true. You can put parentheses around the operations that should be done first. It makes the code easier to read. It will be true. The smart home can detect the presence of people in the house. When will the following operation result in a true value? The temperature control system should only turn on the air conditioning when the temperature is greater than 30 degrees Celsius and there are people in the house. Make the following operation results in a true under these conditions. Complete the code so the air conditioning is turned on when the temperature is greater than 30 and there are people in the home. The lesson takeaways. You can store Boolean values in variables. You can store the results of logical and comparison operations in variable. You can combine operations with the logical and comparison operators. In the next lesson, we will learn to control the order in which computers execute instructions. If you have any doubts regarding today's class, you can add it in the comment sections.